It's in the vast, unforgiving deserts of pre-Islamic Arabia, wars were not fought over years but over generations. Blood feuds passed down from father to son were a way of life fueled by pride and an unquenchable thirst for revenge. In this world of clashing swords and endless conflict, one man stood apart. His name was Zuhair ibn Abi Sulma, and his weapon of choice was not a spear but poetry. Zuhair was one of the most revered poets of his time, a man known not for his battle cries, but for his profound wisdom and the calm, measured rhythm of his verse. He lived during the infamous War of Dahis and Al-Gabra, a brutal conflict between the tribes of Abs and Dubian. This war, sparked by a dispute over a horse race, raged for 40 long years, consuming lives and resources, leaving a trail of sorrow and destruction in its wake. While others stoked the flames of hatred, Zuhair watched the senseless bloodshed with a heavy heart. He saw the futility of it all, the cycle of violence that only bred more violence. He understood that true honor wasn't found in avenging the dead, but in protecting the living. He believed that peace, not war, was the ultimate expression of strength and nobility. So, when two noble chieftains from the Dubian tribe, Harim ibn Sinan and Al-Harith ibn Auf, decided to end the war, Zuhair saw his moment. These men were not poets or philosophers. They were leaders who were tired of the fighting. They took it upon themselves to pay the blood money for all the casualties, a staggering sum of 3,000 camels, paid from their own personal wealth. This was an act of incredible generosity and courage, a gesture that finally broke the cycle of revenge. Inspired by this noble act, Zuhair composed a masterpiece. He didn't write a poem praising warriors or celebrating victory. Instead, he wrote an ode to peace. He praised Harim and Al-Harith, immortalizing their names and their selfless deed. He wrote, "So swear I have by the sacred house which have circumambulated men of Quraysh and Jurhum, who the same have built. No better than you two have I found among all men as masters, nor more ready to give for any price, great or small." His poem was a powerful reminder of the true cost of war. He described war as a grinding millstone that pulverizes everything it touches. He wrote, "War is naught but what you have known and tasted. It is not a matter of tales and guesswork. When you stir it up, you stir up a thing accursed. It becomes ravenous when you provoke it, and it fiercely blazes." These were not just words. They were a mirror held up to a society, reflecting the ugly truth of their endless conflicts. He spoke of the bitter harvest of war, how it grows from a small spark into a monstrous fire that devours the young and the old. Zuhair's poem was so moving, so profound, that it achieved legendary status. It became one of the 7 Mu'allaqat, or the hanging odes. Legend says these poems were considered so exceptional that they were embroidered in gold thread and hung on the walls of the Kaaba in Mecca, the most sacred site in Arabia for all to see and admire. Imagine that in a culture that valued martial prowess above all, a poem celebrating peace was given the highest honor. Zuhair's message was revolutionary. In a world governed by the law of an eye for an eye, he preached forgiveness and reconciliation. He argued that true nobility lay not in retaliation, but in rising above the thirst for vengeance. His poetry wasn't just beautiful, it was a moral compass for his people. He showed them that words could be more powerful than swords, that a verse could heal wounds that a blade could never mend. Even today, more than 15 centuries later, the words of Zuhair ibn Abi Sulma resonate with timeless wisdom. His ode is studied in schools and universities across the world, not just as a piece of brilliant literature, but as a profound philosophical text. It's a testament to the idea that even in the harshest of environments, in the midst of the most brutal conflicts, the human spirit can yearn for peace and find a way to achieve it. Zuhair ibn Abi Sulma wasn't just a poet. He was a peacemaker, a philosopher, and a visionary whose legacy reminds us that the pen can indeed be mightier than the sword. He proved that wisdom can bloom like a rare, beautiful flower in the middle of the desert, offering shade and solace to all who seek it. Thank you for watching. If you found this story inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of history's unsung heroes.